Qualifiers, and it's the game between Ventspils and Umana Reyer Venezia. Well, it's the Basketball Champions League, and what a season it has been, the inaugural campaign. And both of these teams have certainly played their part in a very exciting season. And of course, to go step by step, these fans hoping their clubs would make it past the regular season into at least the first phase of the playoffs, and that's where we are right now, the Play-Off Qualifiers. And also today, the Play-Off Qualifiers, Aris in Greece are hosting SIG Strasbourg. Boy, that's going to be a tasty one as well. So these are the only two games tonight, and then we have 6 Play-Off Qualifiers tomorrow. So all of our eyes are on this game here in Latvia between Umana Reyer Venezia. They're in front of us from Italy. Boy, they've had some big moments in this competition, but they've also been on the receiving end of some big defeats. And you can say the same about Ventspils, who have had to overcome quite a bit of adversity in the past several weeks, with Carlos Muiznieks, their coach, taking leave of absence. Now, Umana Reyer Venezia, who do you want to look out for? Marquez Haynes, Jamel Higgins, Melvin Ejim, Hervoye Parrott, Michael Bramos, Ariel Filoy, Benjamin Ortner, Jeff Vigiano, all the way down the list. Coach Walter De Rafael has a very talented team, and they like to get out and run when possible. Certainly Ejim is a real crowd pleaser. I'd be surprised if we didn't see him get up over the rim tonight and throw down a couple of dunks. Tom's Laminus there for Ventspils up at the top. Willie Dean, their exciting guard. Maris Jadens, Edgaras Gelionis, Janicic there, the longtime Latvian international. Artis Atta, number 15, an important player. Ronalds Zakas and Lauren Campbell play for Carlos Muiznieks. Campbell once this season making the team of the week in the Basketball Champions League. It's been an exciting season in the Basketball Champions League. From one week to the next, it's been really difficult to predict some of the results that have been coming fast and furious. And we're going to go over some of those for both of these teams right now. Umana Reyer Venezia, well, they started the season losing badly at Le Mans, although perhaps the 68-49 blowout wasn't quite as bad as that scoreline suggests. Le Mans pulling away late, but then they kind of found their stride at home the very next week against a very good Pinar Karšiaka team, winning 75-61. Venezia then lost a real close one to Kimmich, a team that didn't even make it to the playoffs, 65-64. But they rebounded, getting wins at home over Maccabi Ran Media, and then on the road at Kataya Basket, and then winning big time over Aptador Saratov at home. Venezia then won on the road at CSM CSU Oradea, and then they won at home over Le Mans. So they really turned it up. It was around mid-December, December 13th, where Umana Reyer Venezia's form kind of became patchy. It was kind of a roller coaster. They crashed to a 40-point defeat at Pinar Karšiaka, a team that they had beaten already in the season. They returned home and beat Kimmich, so they avenged that defeat. Then they hit the road and lost badly, 79-61 to Maccabi Ran Media, only to then return home and win by 10 against Kataya Basket. They crashed to a 102-67 defeat, if you can believe it, at Aptador Saratov on January 18th, game day 13. And then they finished things off a couple weeks ago with a 11-point win at home over CSM CSU Oradea. So, which Umana Reyer Venezia team are we going to see? It makes you wonder. How about this Ventspils team that we're seeing introduced here to the crowd? They are going to try to overcome a poor finish to their regular season. They lost at Neptunus Klaipėda 84-68 on game day 13, and then 2 weeks ago they crashed to their worst defeat of the season at home, 84-54 to PAOK. And those two losses condemned them to a 5th place finish. But Carlos Muiznieks is back. There you see him, right in the middle of the screen. He's a former Latvia national team coach. And I think when you take the head coach away from the team, that takes a lot of, that's a very disruptive thing to happen. And I would expect Ventspils to come out and look much better than they did a couple of weeks ago when they took on PAOK. And you can see the referees for tonight's game shaking hands as well with the players and the coaches. This is what happens at the beginning of the game. See Sheridan Dozai, Mikhail Proch, and Zdravko Rudisic are the referees for tonight's game. Well, for Ventspils, leading the way, Zelionis, efficiency-wise at 13.1. Willie Dean is their leading scorer at 12.9 points per game. Zelionis at 12.3. And Zakis at 9.7. Zakis is the team's leading rebounder at 6.9 boards per game. And Willie Dean is dishing out a team-high 4.1 assists per game. For Umana Reyer Venezia, we're going to look at the starting lineups for both of these teams here in just a second. Edgem has been their overall top performer efficiency-wise at 13.6 points per game. Now, he's a Canada international, and he is well known in North America, played college basketball at Iowa State. Hervoye Peretz is leading this team in scoring at 12.2 points per game, Edgem at 10.6, and McGee at 10.2 points per game. Edgem is the leading rebounder at 5.9 boards per game, and Marquez Haynes at 4.4 assists is leading the way in that department. But as you always know, it's not just the stats that tell the entire story. You got to have guys out there setting screens. I mean, you don't see too many stats for the player that's going to set the screen that frees up the guy to hit the game-winning shot. So just because a player may not show up on some of these stats, certainly if he's playing a lot of minutes. There you see Walter de Rafael, the head coach of Umana Reyer Venezia. Venice, lovely city. If you've never been, you have to go. And Carlos Wisnieks, the head coach of Latvia that we were talking about, who has taken the leave of absence, and we're hoping that everything is okay with him as he's back on the bench. So, as a reminder, as you listen to the coach here, this is the first leg of this playoff qualifier.
Try first to pass over screen, soprattutto te prima, prova a passare prima di cambiare subito. Then remember, feast 5 goals and horse ball, we go into zone.
So these two teams in a couple of weeks are going to do it again. They're going to play the second leg. And the winner of this playoff qualifier will take on Sidigas Avellino, who basically got a bye. They went straight to the round of 16 because they finished second behind Iberostar Tenerife in their group, and they were one of the best second place teams. So the reward for this is a very intriguing battle, one that especially Umana Reyer Venezia will be familiar with since they play Sidigas Avellino in the Italian League. That is who is Sidigas are watching events here. And I dare say, I bet you they're watching back in Avellino. What a joy it's been to watch those guys play. They are well deserving of getting into the second round, if you will, the playoffs, the round of 16. Sidigas Avellino very nearly, in fact, beat Iberostar Tenerife to first place. They won that terrific game. They hit the road and they came from behind and won at Iberostar Tenerife in the penultimate week. And of course, Joe Ragland, Carillo Facinco, Marquise Green, Levi Randolph, Thomas, all those guys have had a great season for Sidigas Avellino. So we're off, folks. Welcome to Ventspils, Latvia. It's the opening, one of the two opening games today. In fact, this is the very first game the very first playoff qualifiers. Ventspils taking on Venezia. And if you know anything about basketball in Europe, you know that in this part of the world, there is a lot of basketball played. We're in the Baltics, and Ventspils wearing the yellow and blue. And Zakis turns to his right and scores over Ortner. Visconti gets inside to Ortner, and he puts up the left-handed jumper. Scaly with the rebound. So Willie Dean, Florent Campbell not starting, which perhaps is maybe a little bit of a surprise. Scaly gets inside, and his pass knocked away. Here's Edgem. Worth the price of admission. He flies in and gets an and one. He is a powerful, powerful player, and he will go right at you. And Edgem flies in. The pride of Canada puts it up off the glass. Edgem knocks it in, plays for the national team with Canada as well. Zilionis. Yannichinox drives in, puts it up and in. Yannichinox, the Latvian international, he is a big-time scorer. He can really put points on the board. And now an over and back violation. So the ball goes off of Edgem's hands. And a look of frustration. Ventspils' team was just nowhere to be found a couple weeks ago at PAOK. And I'll tell you what, the break came at the right time for them. They had a couple of weeks. Wisnieks has come back. And maybe we're going to see a much better performance tonight. Here's Kelly, gets inside. Dish to Zilionis. And the Lithuanian hands it off to Zakis. And this time he's unsuccessful, but Ventspils will maintain possession. Zakis, he's got some hops, doesn't he? Look at him. He's got springs in those legs. But he didn't come close to scoring that. Michael Bramos there in the screen. Member of the Greece national team setup. And Bramos commits the foul. Yannichinox has gotten off to a good start here. Here for Ventspils. That is good news for them. Okay, the body language wasn't good for Umana Reyer Venezia after that last turnover, and there's Zakis. Gets inside again, and this time scores with the left hand. Oh, good high percentage shots. Just what the doctor orders. Edgem up top. Over to Bramos. And Bramos gets a little bit of contact, hoping he was going to get the call, but none was made. Dean brings it the other way. And those 2 points finally registered there for Ventspils. So they've got the 6-3 lead. Now Dean. And he misses. Edgem flies in for one of the rebounds he's going to get tonight. Bramos sensing the mismatch. Goes right at Skelly, and a foul. Foul number 21. Too much more he could do defensively there, but certainly Bramos sensing that was an opportunity for him. Here's Bramos again. Little runner, misses. And Edgem then went up and grabbed the rebound. grabbed the rim. And that killed the play. There you go. You're not allowed to do that. And good play by Ordner. Anticipating the pass. Sneaks in there and takes it away. Now Haynes. Into Edgem. Goes right at Zelionis. Now hands it off. Visconti. There's Edgem again. This time he goes in and a little bit too hard. Pass outside to Dean. Over to Janicic. Janicic hits the jump shot. Now the long one from Haynes. Ordner there for the follow. But then instead of going back up for it, he tries to hand it off to Visconti and turns it over. Scale from the left. And Zakis at the line. Promising start here for the home team. But remember, it's 2 legs. It's the aggregate score. The winner is the team that is going to advance. And Haynes puts it up, and that'll hopefully, for Venezia fans, calm them down a little bit. And a Chainlex bounce past Zelionis. Boy, they're really passing that ball around. They get it to Dean, and he hits the 3. And they are making not just the extra pass, they're making the extra pass. And boy, he had his feet set, and there was only one result with that one. That was going in. So Dean gets his first basket. Haynes, bounce pass to Ordner. He's going to take on Zakis. Nope, he's going to pass it out to Edgem. And then Edgem was fouled by Zelionis. Both these teams really trying to make the defense work here early on. Higgins comes in, Jamal Higgins. Viziano is a good jump shooter. Into the game now, number 12. So you've got Bramos and Vigiano, who can hit you from the perimeter, hurt you from the perimeter, as well as Haynes. And they get into Higgins, and he draws the contact. And immediately upon his entry into the game, Gobas picks up the foul. Well, Higgins a little bit too hard with that one. Nervous start here for Umana Reyer Venezia. Rafael looks up at the scoreboard. Says, let's keep it ticking over, boys. Staley. Inside, off the hands of Dean. And Dean upset with himself. Bramos, quick pass. Vigiano, good! The three-pointer, right on cue. The Italian sharpshooter nails one. You don't want to give him that much daylight because he will drill it. And Skelly drives in, the ball goes out of bounds off of Zjedins, who has come into the game. I say Vigiano is a good shooter. He's actually only been shooting in the Basketball Champions League 27.8%, and that really is surprising. But you know, sometimes the shots aren't falling. You know, that was only his 16th made three-pointer of the Basketball Champions League season. So maybe he saved his best for the playoffs. Now Willie Dean commits the foul. Janicic comes out of the game, catches a breather. And we've got a timeout on the floor. So let's go down to the huddle and try to listen in. Coach De Rafael.
Okay, don't allow right hand and box out in 5. Okay, Cats. Campbell, Venezia, stay in this position. Force him on top, on down. Allow the receiver and we go under. In defense, now, 2-on-2 on free throws. We go 33 cross. So we shot 33 when we come back man to man. Okay? On back screen, triple when they really hit the defense. Okay? Let's go, guys. Come on. Go. 1, 2, 3.
So the field goal shooting early on, each team with a 3. Very early on. And folks, what you've got to do, really, is consider this game in and of itself, the first half, all 40 minutes, because they're going to have to play another 40 minutes in a couple of weeks in Italy. So Edgem, fouled by Willie Dean, goes to the line, pulls his team to within a single point of Ventspils. And misses the second. Edgem's a good free throw shooter, 85.7%. Long one, Gulbis. Well, that's what he's known for, folks. He can pop those 3-pointers. Vigiano this time off target, but Edgem with the rebound. But Vigiano travels, catches it in the lane, but took steps. Although I didn't see it, honestly. Now, Gulbis, you want to get a hand in the face. He had hit 15 of his 32 attempts from long range coming into this game. So definitely a threat from long range. Willie Dean passes it. Now Gulbis goes right at Bramos, and Jaden's tried to knock it away, but he got it into the hands of Bramos. Vigiano open on the baseline. This time it's good. Well, he's come out shooting the ball with confidence. Jeff Vigiano has played for Italy's national team. Played in the qualification round back in 2013 for the Eurobasket. So Bramos comes out, Hervoje Peric comes in for Umana Reyer Venezia. Filoy as well has come into the game, and he has got the ball. Intriguing player, Filoy. Ariel Filoy, 29 years of age, and now a turnover. So the foul called on Hagens for setting the screen. Janicic puts up another one. Hagens with a rebound. Even Steven right now, folks. 14-12, Ventspils, the home team, on top here of the visitors from Italy. Hervoje Peric gets inside. And a bit of frustration from him. Saka's setting the pick. Now he's going to roll. Gulbis takes on Peric. And had a good look, but just missed the shot. Now Haynes crosses midcourt. Quickly inside to Hagens. Over the shoulder pass to Philoy for three. It's good. Give the assist to Hagens. He said, that's my man in the corner. So Umana Reyer Venezia taking advantage of some open looks. Venezia there with the 15-14 lead. Visconti comes back into the game and Haynes takes a seat. So, took a while, but Umana Reyer Venezia have gone in front now. Lauren Campbell into the game, gets it over to the corner. Hagens with the rebound. Peric. Oh, beautiful move. Peric misses, follows up the shot, and draws the foul. Well, it was $1 million move, folks. But it was a 5-cent finish. Nevertheless, look at that. Behind the back, pump fake. And struggling to put the ball on the basket right now is Peric. But you know what? If you can get to the line, rattle in a couple of free throws, sometimes that'll, seeing that ball go through the basket, that'll help his confidence, help him get into a rhythm. Score's not right. Umana Reyer Venezia, yes, on top. So Ventspils already with 5 fouls. 9 seconds. We're in the final minute of the first quarter. Oh, beautiful drive, and Philoy didn't play any D. And Jakovic just took advantage. Just went right in. And now the ball glances off the hands of Umana Reyer Venezia, and it's that man Jakovic again. Passes about to Atta. And Jakovic in the final 7 seconds of the first quarter. Over to Atta, passes it up. Campbell has a good look, and the ball stays out. So it was online and looking good, but just got too much iron. So Umana Reyer Venezia, they are leading it here at the end of the first quarter by a point in this first playoff qualifier. Peric's looking a little bit frustrated over there on the bench. So there are the first quarter stats. A couple of threes for each team. Look at Venezia getting to the line and making 5 of 7. And it's a big difference. Also, the Italian club is out-rebounding Ventspils at this stage, 10-6. Monte Raphael there. Knowing, get a win on the road, boy, that would be very important. But as we said, it's kind of a Jekyll and Hyde team, this Umana Reyer Venezia side. There's Philoy taking the pass from Hagens and hitting the three-pointer. Hagens coming off the bench tonight. He's in the game. Umana Reyer Venezia 12-6 in Italy's top flight. They are 12-6 in second place, knotted with Città Avellino. In fact, both those clubs 12-6. Here's Hagens. Is he going to go to Zakis? Nope. He's going to pass it back outside to Filloy for three, and it was well short. Good job, Parrish boxing out and hands it off to Hagens, and he goes up strong. And Zakis has it out on the perimeter. Over to Jakovic now. Zakis is posting up and draws the foul from Hagens. Jakovic again puts the ball on the deck, and draws the contact. His head snaps back, and the foul is called. Well, he's causing some problems with his ability to get closer, take the ball to the basket. It's Hagens actually that picked up the foul, and that was his third foul. That's going to bring in Ress now, the veteran Ress. Here he is again, Jakovic. Penetration, kicks it back out, and misses. And Haynes gets the long rebound out in the corner. Filloy over to Ress, right off the bench. Puts it up off the back of the iron. Now Campbell. Pretty even game here early on. Campbell. Atta from the left corner. Zelionis gets the offensive rebound. Just about. Yes, he does. Hands it off to Campbell. Here's Jakovic again. Pulls up. Zelionis there for the offensive board, but doesn't score with the putback, and Hervoye Peric brings it down. Peric made the team of the week on one occasion this season for his heady performance. And Vigiano, this time off the front of the iron. Saw Dave Refial hoping that was going in. Zakis puts it down on the ground, and Ress gets the rebound. Well, that was not the type of play that's going to keep Zakis in the game. Oh, look at, good turn from Peric, but then he misses the shot. Zelionis with the rebound. Peric still down. Jakovic asking a lot of questions of this team. Now Atta puts it up and in. So that knocks it at 19, the three-pointer. I like how Jakovic is attacking. Edgem comes back in. Jakovic goes out. Gulbis back into the game. Willie Dean back into the game. It's the Basketball Champions League. It's the playoff qualifier between Ventspils in yellow and Umana Reyer Venezia in the maroon. Haynes for three, misses everything. And the ball goes out of bounds off Ventspils. Umana Reyer Venezia lost their last game in Italy in the league, 65-57 at Trentino. So they're hoping to get that feel-good factor back tonight. Here's Ress, gets inside, puts it up and in. Boy, he has come out and been very positive, hasn't he? Tell you, he's got some good height. And does what the big fella should be doing. He should be taking it in and going hard to the basket. And remember, Hagens has 3 fouls. So Ress's contributions right now, very important. Vegiano comes back into the game for Filoy. Thomas Ress has played also another player in that Italy national team. Set up. Long shot, no good. There he is, Ress. Last played for Italy, Eurobasket 2011 Division A, back in 2011, Lithuania, when that Eurobasket was held in Lithuania. They had a tough group that year. That was, they didn't advance. His sister plays as well for Italy, Catherine Ress. There's Michael Bramos, gets inside, puts it up and in. The biggest lead of the game now for Umana Reyer Venezia. Ventspils need a basket. Who are they going to go to? They're going to go inside. Nope, it's going to be Dean from outside, and Edgem brings that ball down with authority. Ramos over to Vegiano for 3. Now Willie Dean. Oh, beautiful play. Willie Dean just got into the paint, hung in the air, and flipped it up and in. Dean's good penetrating. Now Bramos stings him with a 3-pointer. 27-21, Michael Bramos. 5 points, that's his only 3, he's made it. Say, Bramos on the year has shot it well from deep. 45.3%, 24-53. So now he's 25 of 54. Any coach will have that. Dean again drives. Offensive rebound, Gulbis passes it back out. Now Yanichenux has it taken away. Good play by Edgem, hands it off to Vegiano, and he goes up for the 2-handed jam. And with this play, great effort by Edgem defensively and then making the pass and rewarding the hustle of Vegiano. Wisnieks has to call timeout. Let's hear Coach Wisnieks. See the rebounding Umana Reyer Venezia, just shading it, 16-13. And the Italian club shooting the ball better from the floor. Filoy feeling some back pain there. So a little bit of a bother here, a little bit of a testing moment here for Ventspils. How are they going to come out of the timeout? They do not want this Venezia team to get on top of them big. Right now they've got their biggest lead, 8 points. Zakas, nobody there for the rebound. Edgem starting to have a good all-around game. Now he can shoot the three as well. He's a 50% shooter from three-point range in the Basketball Champions League. Ress gives it to Edgem. He's going to go right at Gulbis. He's going to put it up. Oh, he had the shot. He missed it, and good fight from Gulbis. We get the ball over to Zakas. And pass from Dean, intercepted by Haynes. It was telegraphed. Ress for three. That was off the front of the iron. I mean, he was wide open. He had his feet set. But sometimes you like to pass it around a little bit more. Now the alley-oop pass, and Zakas tried to dunk it before he had it. Haynes, look at him, pass it back outside to Ress. This time, front and back of the rim still stays out, but that was better. You see, he had the rhythm, the in and out. Less than 3.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. See the shooting percentages for both teams. Janicic drives in, puts it up over the front of the rim. And De Rafael wants to call a timeout here to talk about things. They've had some joy getting to the rim, and Janicic is the latest Ventspils players to do so. So timeout. So both teams struggling from the floor today.
Cats go top. Okay, you go. I turn a three for him. He scream for Cats. It's a double for Cats, and we finish it off if we don't receive. Okay, be ready in defense on your channels, guys. Let's go.
Hey, shooter. Here, watch here. Yeah, okay? It's no good. It's no good. Yeah, okay? 3 out. 3 out. From one side, from other side. Okay?
Well, there's Edgem, a little bit frustrated with himself. He had the post move down low and got himself in a position to make the shot, but he just missed it with his left hand. So coming out of the timeout, Vigiano inbounds it to Marquez Haynes. Benjamin Ordner back in the game. Now Edgem tried to bring some rain there. Scaley goes at Bramos. Bramos holds his ground. They feed Zakas and he drives in. Ordner flies in, gets the rebound. Haynes takes the pick, or the screen, and Zakas fouls Ordner. Now Zakas moving just a little bit, getting over slowly, so Ordner at the line. And makes the first. Ordner, not the best free throw shooter. Came in shooting 58.3% at the line in the Basketball Champions League, but he makes both. Now the dunk and the foul. So the foul called on Ortner there. Crucial time of the game here for Ventspils. They're down 8. They have a chance to cut into it here, and then Dean turned it over. Ramos back to Haynes, and then Dean reaches in, takes it away. And he explodes to the other end, and an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Benjamin Ortner. Referee did not hesitate. Look at this. No, he was definitely going for the ball, but last man back. And you can see that Dean's a little bit frustrated in this game. Things not working. He had the turnover. He went down and got the steal. And he had a chance for 2 free throws, makes 1 of 2. Explosive player, though. If he can get it going, that would be huge for Ventspils. Scaley. Little runner, misses everything. Good hustle, though, from Scaley to get it back. Gets it to Dean. Puts up a little fade away. He was short. And Ortner passes up, but too much of a rush. Where is Vigiano going to go? Janicic puts up a 3, and Zakas flies in for the offensive rebound putback. Well, remember that play. It could end up being a 4-point swing. Ramos off the back of the rim. A minute to go in the first half, and Ventspils have a chance to get it closer. See the rebounding there, very even. Zakas catches it, and we'll go to the line for a couple of free throws. Well, they've led in this game, Ventspils, but right now they're trailing. They've trailed by as many as 8 points. They've led by as many as 6. And they've got it back to 4. Zakas is bringing it to the table in this game. He's played pretty well overall. So Leonis back in here for the final seconds here in the first half. Pervolia Peric also back into the game for Umana Reyer Venezia. Oh, nice move, Haynes. Gets in, floats, and puts it up off the glass. About a 6-second differential in the game in shot clock. Scaley really take it all the way down on the shot clock. 7, 6. Gulbis over to Scaley and ends up getting a good shot. And Edgem went up, tried to take it off the rim. Whew. It was close. Definitely on the way down over the cylinder. So timeout here from Venezia as they try to get some joy here with their last possession of the first half.
Start here, then you sprint corner if we need the safety pass. When the ball is to Katz, we go here, Michael, this side. And Katz attack by himself, okay? Pero when you attack
So 7.6 seconds remain. Will they try to get some penetration? They've not been too reluctant putting up the threes. They inbound it to Haynes. He's going to go to Javkovic, and then Javkovic is going to reach over, commit the foul with 2.9 seconds remaining. So another foul will put Umana Reyer Venezia on the free throw line. Ramos inbounds it to Haynes. He's going to launch it for three, and he's going to miss it. So all things considered, Ventspils were wobbling a little bit late in the first half, but they have been able to trim that deficit back to just 3 points. And Umana Reyer Venezia trudge off to the changing room, leading it 33-30 at halftime. So 9 of 26 inside the arc for Ventspils, just 3 of 12, and 3 of 4 at the line, but they are trailing by only 3 points. See, they got a little more active there on the boards in the latter part of the first half. They're now out rebounding Venezia 22-20. Both teams with 7 turnovers. Zakas has 8 points to lead all scores, and Viciano has 7 points to pace Umana Reyer Venezia. So, first half is in the books. It's 33-30 in favor of Umana Reyer Venezia. Be sure to be in your seats for the start of the second half.
Man ir vajadzīgs pāris, kurš viens otram uzlec pitchpaunā. Jā, nu, viņai uzlec. Un jums būs jāskrien, jādriblē un jāiet grozā. Darīsiet to? Paldies visiem pārējiem, kas vēlējās piedalīties. Esmu atradusi savus 2 Valentīna dienas romantiskos pārīšus. Es aicināšu basketbolu Ventspils kā sēmētens man palīdzēt. Uzgadalējiem drosmīgajiem. Mums ir 2 netradicionālie pārīši šodien. Tātad, uzdevums būs šāds. Klausieties, lūdzu, dalībnieki. Dalībnieki, lūdzu uzmanību šeit. Ekrānam nē, šeit meitenes. Ekrānam nē, šobrīd man. Tātad, jums uzdevums ir šāds. Jūs uzliksiet vienu otrai pitchpaunā, kā jau šīs meitenes ir izdarījušas. Un jums ir jāizskrien cauri labirintu un jāizdara 3 metieni. 3 metieni. Tātad viens no labās groza puses, zem groza 2 metieni. Viens no labās puses, viens no kreisās un viens no sodmetienu līnijas. Tātad, kad jūs esat izpildījuši šos metienus, jums ir jādodas atpakaļ caur labirintu, kur basketbolu Ventspils karsēmētenes traucēs ar pušķiem. Un jānāk šeit un jāpaziņo, esam pirmās. Jums met tas, kas ir augšā. Tātad sieviņa, laikam, jo es biju pieņēmusi, ka būs sieva un vīrs. Tātad, jā, vai esat gatavi? Sapratāt noteikums, ja jūs skrienat caur labirinti, iemetat no labās, no kreisās un tad no sodmetienu līnijas. Esat gatavi? Skatītāji, esat gatavi atbalstīt? Aiziet, Andy! apsveicu jūs ar godvilno 2. vietu. Varbūt veiksies nākamajā konkursā mazliet labāk. Paldies. Un tātad uzvarētājs mūs sauc. Evelīna un Āna. Aplausi Evelīnai un Ānai par drosmīgo piedalīšanos. Paldies, liels meitenes, un nāciet pēc balviņām. Un vēl viena lieta, kas man jums ir jāpaziņo šodien fotogrāfam Jurim Pesikovam. Kur ir Juris? Ir šeit. Jurim ir šodien dzimšanas diena. Vai Juris ir šeit? Aplausi Jurim. Jurim! Daudz laimes dzimšanas dienā. Arī tev pienākās basketbola kluba Ventspils cepurīte, kuru tev ir jāliek šobrīd galvā. Un atbalsts paskatot uz Ventspils. Apsveic tev, Juri. Daudz laimes dzimšanas dienā. Aplausi Jurim un aplausi. Paldies visiem. Tiekamies kādā citā spēlē. Visu labu.
Well, 33-30 is the score. Umana Reyer Venezia leading Ventspils here in Latvia. It is the opening leg of the playoff qualifier. The winner of this tie will advance to play Sidigas Avellino. Now, obviously, they've got to play this game, and then they've got to play a game in a couple of weeks at Venezia between Ventspils and Venezia to determine the overall winner. So this, if you will, is the first half of this tie, the game in Latvia. The second half will be played in Italy. That's a good way to look at it. It's a game of 80 minutes. But right now, I'd suggest it's pretty even. Umana Reyer Venezia perhaps threatening to open up a pretty decent lead. They went up by 8, and they could have pressed home that advantage, but weren't able to.
We have to learn everything, okay? We got foul to spam, we switch to 3 and 4, okay? Watch out if they start Campbell, you go on Campbell, you go Yanisheros. In offense, same call. Round up, round side, 1 down, and then penetrate and kick. Come on, guys, let's go.
Shoot or double high, go be speed up.
Now, on the defense, are we playing
5 flash.
All right.
5 flash, this 5. This 5, just this 5. This move is not, it's 5. If move is play pick and roll, move is pick up, and side is middle help.
You go play pick and roll. So I said the screen I go off, okay?
Yeah.
So you got a chance to hear the players and coaches of both teams here right before they come out in the second half of this opening leg. I'll tell you, it was a 14-game regular season, so it was a long regular season. Everybody played everybody twice, at home and away. There's Thomas Ress starting the second half here for Umana Reyer Venezia, and the veteran 36-year-old power forward slash center. I guess you'd probably call him more of a power forward. Thomas Ress, because of the foul trouble by Hagens, Jamel Hagens, getting a lot of minutes here. Ress had a 3-game stretch earlier in the regular season against Maccabi Ram Media, Kataya Basket, and Avtodor Saratov, where he played double-digit minutes. He also played Maccabi Ram Media double-digit minutes game day 11, but overall hasn't had that many minutes, but he's getting the minutes tonight. Now Zakas, as things start off here, puts up a little jump hook, but it rims out. He got no love from the rim on that one. Vigiano, Edgem, Gulbis out on him, so Edgem drives in just like he did in the first half. Gets a chance for a 3-point play. Not too bad defense really there by Gulbis, but I think when he lowered his left hand, his left arm, that's what the referee saw called the foul. So that is now foul number 4, and he's pleading his case to Coach Wisnieks, and Wisnieks says, don't lower the hands, just keep your hands up. But as they say, what's done is done, and Gulbis now on the bench. Zelionis, number 11, back in the game. Gets it to Yanicheneks. And Zakas misses again from down low. Not the start to the second half that Wisnieks was hoping for. Edgem goes to work again. And fouled by Zelionis. little bit of shake and bake. Zelionis. It's not easy to guard Edgem at the best of times. He's got a powerful body and he's got a couple of moves in there. So Zelionis now has his second foul. Zelionis putting his body on Edgem. There's Bramos. And Haynes not able to save it. So kind of an unforced error, mistake. Haynes looks over at Bramos, says, my bad. Eighth turnover of the game for Umana Reyer Venezia. For Lauren Campbell, number 55 in the game. There's Zakas, catches it down low, and this time earns the trip. No, wait, are they going to wave that off? I think they are. They're going to say before the shot. That was good strength by Zakas, but the foul committed before he got into the shooting motion. That was the rule. The ruling, rather. Janicic drives in, tries to get it to Zelionis. Ball knocked out of bounds. 5 on the shot clock. Lauren Campbell comes over, shot clock down to 3, and nice twisting layup there, scored by Campbell. Goes to the left hand. Look at this. Kind of used his body to get some space, and now an unsportsmanlike foul has been called on Vigiano after the turnover. So good effort there by Janicic. Sneaks in from behind. So 2 shots and the ball. Thomas Rest comes out. Hagen's back into the game. He's got the 3 fouls. And Janicic makes both free throws. He's had his struggles at the line as well this season, shooting just 50%, although he's only 5 of 10 coming in. Campbell. Outside to Dean, wide open, 3-pointer, and look who's back in front. Ventspils have taken the lead. Edgem flies in, draws the foul as he attacks the basket. Looks like he may have got the foul from Campbell. This was Dean. So that foul was indeed called on Campbell. It has indeed been a very even game here in Ventspils, and that's reflected on the scoreboard, 37 apiece. Then Chenix gets it over to Dean. And he's going to take another one, and this time it's off the back of the rim, but Campbell there for the offensive rebound and puts it back in. Haynes looks for space, back outside to Bramos, wide open for 3, it's good. Boy, Bramos has been solid tonight. 8 points, 2 of 3 from deep. Janichenok gets it over to Campbell. And a backcourt violation has been called. And those are the kind of turnovers that drive you crazy if you're the coach. Zakas is going to take a seat. Haynes over to Edgem. Passes up to 3, drives in, hey, gets it to go. Boy, this is a powerful move from Edgem. Edgem 3 of 5 from the floor. He's got 10 points. And the pass now stolen. Edgem brings it across midcourt. Over to Bramos, feed set. This time too long. Janichenok's trying to get out on the break, turns it over. Edgem mismatch. Is he going to go right at Dean? And he passes to Higgins. And you can hear the fans and also the bench calling for 3 seconds on Higgins, but looked like he stepped out. So Zelionis picks up another foul. It's pressure time, folks. It's the playoffs. This is the playoff qualifier. The winner advances to face Sidigas Avellino in the round of 16. Bramo spins and tries to go up. Good defense. Bramos thought with his little jump stop and spin he was going to have an easy look, but there was a Ventspils player waiting for him. Now Hervolio Peric is going to come back into the game. He comes in for Edgem. Atta back into the game as well. He's got it. Over to Dean. Alley-oop pass. So Zelionis couldn't do much with it, so he gives it back to Dean. 5 on the shot clock. Dean goes baseline, flies in, and a reach and a foul. So it looks like the foul was on Higgins. Willie Dean is going to check out. Scaly comes into the game. There's Campbell. Oh, look at the beautiful move. Poetry in motion. Florian Campbell just made it look so easy. Just went right around Higgins. Just complete mismatch out on the perimeter. Now Haynes. Vigiano from the left missed everything. And then stopping the break was Peric. Higgins comes out. So Ress re-enters the game, as well as Zakas for Ventspils. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. A long way to go in this first leg of the playoff qualifier. Zakas gets it over to Atta. Good D from Rest down low on Zakas. Now Campbell steps back, puts up a jumper, well guarded, but he still makes it. Boy, that is quality right there. He feels it. Just get him the ball. I mean, Edgem had a hand in the face, and Campbell still made that shot to put his team back in front. He is heating up. 8 points. Haynes flies in, gets his own rebound. On the baseline now. Ventspils with 26 rebounds, 23 for Umana Reyer Venezia. Zilionis. Hervoje Peric, who's been quiet offensively because he hasn't had that many minutes. Edgem, well, impressive. Puts Venezia back in front. Lauren Campbell over to Skelly on the baseline. Zelionis crashed the boards, couldn't get the ball. Now Haynes over to Hervoje Peric. Thought about the three, spins, gets inside. Oh, that was a quality move. And he earns the trip to the line. You get the sense that Mr. Peric might be a factor here in the second half. So Peric is at the line, takes a deep breath, and misses the first one. And the second one is good from Peric. He's come into this game shooting almost 66% at the line in the Basketball Champions League. Atta drives. Oh, that was an impressive move from Atta. So we're knotted at 45. Haynes and gets it to fall. Three-pointer. Atta. Jakovics. Haynes now with 7 points. That's his first three. Now difficult pass. And Hervoje Peric committed the foul with 3 seconds to go on the shot clock. Not a good foul, especially when you consider you've just put a very good shooter on the free throw line, Gulbis. And all he does is tickle the twine. Gulbis, in fact, shooting 100% at the line this season. Makes both. Although that stat is a little misleading in the Basketball Champions League. He came into this game having hit 2 of 2 at the charity stripe. But he is a good shooter. So, with those 2 free throws, tightens things up a little. And we've got timeout on the floor. So it's a 1-point lead now for Venezia. Here's Wozniaks. Field goal percentage going up a little bit for both of these teams. Edgem has a game high 12 points at this stage. And for Ventspils, it's now Willie Dean with 9 points. The way Janacek started, it looked like he was really going to be pouring in the points, but he hasn't been forcing anything. Viziano over to Peric. He's going to go right at Gulbis again. He's going to lay it up and in. I mean, he's got good size, and that is his patented move. We've seen it already 3 times today. I mean, it's almost unstoppable. They better be ready for it next time. Peric with 5 points. Gulbis, he puts up the left-hander, no good, and Edgem gets the rebound. And I said it before, and I'll say it again. It looks like Hervé Peric might be getting into the flow of things here. Edgem. Vigiano. Over to Haynes, but the shot clock winding down. Well, Ventspils dodged a bullet there. He had a good look. Skele. And Zelionis with the offensive rebound and putback. Well, he's a hard worker, Zelionis. Back to a 1-point game, the final 18 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. So Haynes, guarded by Yafkovitz, puts up a short jumper. And the ball goes out of bounds, 5.4 seconds remaining. And it's back over to Ventspils. The 18-year-old Visconti comes back into the game. That's exciting, isn't it, seeing these young guys? Now Skele quickly passes up the long jumper and drives, and Rest goes up and gets the rebound. So, well, they led by 3 at halftime, Umana Reyer Venezia, and now the advantage is just 1 point over the home team, Ventspils. 10 minutes remaining. So both teams having their struggles from deep, but the percentages overall have come up a little bit. And very even on the boards as well. Ventspils had that narrow advantage at halftime, still do. And the turnover game, not really that significant at this stage. So very even encounter as the score reflects, just a 1-point lead for Umana Reyer Venezia.
He's open every time. Don't miss that he shoot, but he is able to swing one more time. Okay? And he's go finish strong, guys. 1, 2, 3.
So here are some of the highlights from the 3rd quarter. Remember, Umana Reyer Venezia went up by as many as 8 points in this game. And right now they lead by just a single point. The 2 teams will play each other in a couple of weeks as well. That'll be in Venice. So this is the first leg of this playoff qualifier tie. Visconti. Gets to Bramos. Bramos' pass, telegraph, picked off by Zelionis. Yafskis pulls up for 3. And Zelionis challenges for the rebound and draws the foul from Bramos.
Michael Bramos, number 6, second foul.
Javkovic is going to inbound it to Janicic. And Zelionis being very active on the boards right now. Throws it off of Visconti, and Hrvoje Peric gets it. Oh, what a pass from Peric! The no look, the bounce pass, and converted by Edgem. Look at this again. He looks right, he goes left. Atta for three. That's good. We're tied again. And Visconti. So impressive to see such a young man out there, just 18. And you can see he's confident, and he puts it up and in. How about that for the team sensation? The lefty. And the turnover. Zelionis called for the moving screen. And the hold on Visconti. It's the 18-year-old that's come in, brought a sense of urgency for this Umana Reyer Venezia team. And I'll tell you what, if you're good enough, you're old enough. And we've heard that many times over the years, and it appears to apply for Visconti. Now Peric. Oh, good move from Peric. It's money time, and now it's time for Hrvoje Peric to get into the flow. He goes right at Gulbis and puts it off the glass and in. Janicic. And he was pushed by Bramos. Visconti played 10 basketball Champions League games and only averaged 7.3 minutes per game. Bramos has now got 3 fouls. And Zakas back in the game, tried to keep it alive, but Ordner came down with the rebound. What a story developing here in Ventspils. Here's Hrvoje Peric. You're gonna give me this? Okay, I'm gonna take it. He shakes and bakes, goes behind his back. Oh, left wide open. He missed the shot, but Ordner there for the offensive rebound and putback. And Zakas took a shot to the face. And Hrvoje Peric goes over to check on him. Well, it can be a physical game at times. Here he goes again. Zakas is playing good D. Oh, he called him with the right elbow. Look at this. And Zakas decided to leave the court. I think in that situation, unless you're dazed, which might have been the case, you got to stay out there and play, but he obviously took a hard shot. That was a big play, 6-point lead now. De Rafael showing his linguist skills. Speaks Italian and English. 43% from the floor. Umana Reyer Venezia, 34% for Ventspils. And there he is. Definitely took a shot with that right elbow. Interesting, Visconti did become a more prominent player as the season wore on. Maccabi ran media. He played 19 minutes. On game day 12 against Kataya Basket, just 8, but then he played 11 against Aptador Saratov, and then 2 weeks ago in their last regular season game against Loradi, he played 10 minutes and had 6 points. Now tonight, Visconti has played 8.5 minutes, but he has certainly looked the part. There he is trapping. Zakas passes over to Janicic, who puts up a long shot and draws the foul, number 4 on Bramos. And Bramos says, "Ref, you got baited into that call. Watch this." And I have to say, that was a tough call on Bramos. And he's going to go up and, but you know what? This is all Janichenux. I mean, he understands what's going to get the attention of the referee. So the 2 free throws are good. So Bramos has to come out, and Vigiano comes back into the game. I like Bramos, you know, he goes up and says, listen, this is what's happened. He wasn't heated. He did it cool, calm, and collected, made his point, and he's gone to the bench. Perich into the corner to Visconti. The lefty, this time off the rim. For Lauren Campbell, turns, puts it up and in. Pass over to Perich, wide open, and flying in was Visconti. He missed with the putback. Might have been better served to hold on to it. Take it out for a new 14. Yafkovich drives in, scores, and it's a 2-point game. Look at this, he's been so tough putting the ball on the deck. In fact, he's tied it up with that shot. 58-58. Just think we played all this time and we're still tied. 34-30, the rebounds in favor of Ventspils. And a lot of offensive rebounds, 13. Each team with 5 3-pointers. I mean, you're not going to feel perhaps the sense of urgency in this game that you will in the next game. Because this, as we said, is the first leg of the 2-legged tie. It's the aggregate winner that will advance. However, make no mistake about it, especially Ventspils, perhaps playing with a little bit more sense of urgency. They know they can't afford to drop a game at home here in the first leg. From a psychological standpoint. Hagen sets the pick. Somebody's got to be open. So it's going to be Vigiano. And Golbis gets the rebound. Janichenux puts up a long one. He's trying to get another foul called. And this time nothing was made, and Haynes brings it up. Haynes over to Edgem and drives in, draws the foul from Campbell. I think Edgem was going to uncork it from 3-point range, but he kind of fumbled the ball and decided to drive. Look at this. Oh no, he just wanted to drive. Big play because Edgem, good free throw shooter, gets to the line. Still only makes 1 of 2. So not been his best night at the free throw line. He's now 5 of 8. Although he does have a game high 15 points. And missed opportunity for Ventspils. Coming up on the midway point here of the 4th quarter. Hagen sets the pick, rolls over to Perich. Takes the 3. Zakas with the rebound. Boy, Parrish had his feet set. He was open. And Bramos is going to come back in with 4 fouls. Janicic over to Gulbis. Good shooter. Good! That was a 2. He's a rainmaker. Look at this. Had his left foot just inside the arc. 7 points for him. Good play from Haynes to drive in and get the foul. Willie Dean, boy, he's been sitting down on the bench for a long time, but he's going to have a go here. The final 4:41. Zakas is back in. Parrish goes out. And where is this team going to go for its offense? They're going to go to Hagens, and he's going to go up for the 2-hand jam. A little bit of a breakdown defensively for Ventspils. Gulbis for 3. Good! Boy, he can really shoot it, folks. He does not hesitate, and he puts Ventspils back in front. Bramos over to Edgem, and Edgem charges. Gulbis comes out and makes a play on defense as well. Oh, Gulbis starting to look like the hero of the night for Ventspils. Edgem just trying to do a little too much. Three fouls now on Edgem, 4 fouls on Venezia. Now Campbell has it. He's going to go at Bramos, and he was trying to get that 5th foul on Bramos. Hagens not able to get the ball before it went out of bounds. So 3:36 remains in the 4th quarter, and Ventspils right now liking their position. They'd obviously like to be up by even more, but at the end of the day, they've kept it close, and now they've gone in front. Well, Gulbis has been key, 10 points. And as you look at those 3-pointers made, 6 of 18 from 3-point range for Ventspils. Gulbis has made 2 of 3. Well, you wonder what Ventspils might be able to do as well in a couple of weeks when they hit the road. They were 2-6 on the road in the Basketball Champions League during the regular season. Oh, the foul while he was shooting the long jump shot. Edgem looks up. He's committed his 4th foul, and it was Gulbis who understood the situation. He saw Edgem kind of get close to him. His momentum carried him towards Gulbis, and Gulbis took advantage by launching the jump shot. He's got one more coming. And without question, Gulbis now is the man of the hour. Very savvy player. They're showing a lot of savvy. Perfect 4/4 stride tonight. Haynes over to Edgem, again passed up the three, and now he turns it over. And boy, Edgem could have just taken the three, but elected to go to the basket. 3 minutes remaining. Ventspils right now with the wind in their sails. Gulbis passes over to Campbell, and that was short. Boy, I'm surprised Gulbis didn't take a look at the basket himself that time. Haynes drifts in, and tonight is he got to the rim. De Rafael asking for a foul. Now it looks like the referees have said it's going to be Venezia ball. Look at this. Haynes got inside. Whew. Well, it looks like they're saying that he did not touch it at the end, so the last man that would have touched it would have been Campbell. No, now they're saying there was a foul that was called. Excuse me. So Haynes misses the free throw. Didn't look like Campbell fouled him, but perhaps justice prevails there. 2:34 remain, and Haynes knocks in 1 of 2. Gets it back to a 3-point game. Yannichenox cross court over to Campbell. Yannichenox for three, and Zakis crashing the offensive boards. And the hustle rewarded. And it looks like it's going to be on Edgem, and that means that's number 5 on him, so he's going to have to leave the game. So Edgem fouls out, leading scorer in the game with 15 points, and Zakis goes to the line and makes the first. Boy, it's all kind of gone wrong here for Umana Reyer Venezia here in the fourth quarter. Good shooting from the line for Zakis, and now it's up to a 5-point lead. Almost a steal from Yannichenox. He read the pass. The free throw shooting so crucial. And Ress well short. In this game today, Ventspils 13 of 14 at the free throw line. Umana Reyer Venezia 13 of 21. And Ress makes 1 of 2. No, excuse me, they're 14 of 21 with that make. Willie Dean just behind the stripe, it's good. Well, it looks like Ventspils have saved their best for last. Haynes, Parrish with the rebound. Bramos open for 3, that was big. Eleven points for Bramos. Dean shakes and bakes and draws the foul, so free throws for Willie Dean. And they are cashing in at the stripe tonight. Marquez Haynes pleading his case to the referee. And Willie Dean this time makes just 1 of 2, so a bit of a reprieve. Ramos pops up. And he's got Janicic right on him. Now Haynes. He passes behind Viggiano, and it leads to a wide open break for Willie Dean. Well, Ventspils have not had an easier basket all day long. And after that basket, timeout has been called. So 6-point lead.
Your defense, my goal is for sure. So if you are defense, you play the 4 and you play the 3. Okay? Yes, you need a inbound. And vero qua. If we cool immediately go here. If not, we go down. So we go. Stagger for Mike.
5 seconds. Attack fast. Crash. Keep going.
Well, you got to wonder about the possibilities here. This was Marquez Haynes. He got in, kind of nowhere to go, and his pass was just off the fingertips of Viggiano with the shot clock winding down. Haynes, not a great day at the office. Well, he's got 4 assists and 5 rebounds to go with his 8 points, but he's 3 of 11 from the floor, and he's also got 4 turnovers. But he will be his own worst critic. He knows he can play better. Viggiano drives in and is able to get a foul. And he felt on his back. So Viggiano goes to the free throw line tonight. Viggiano has yet to attempt a free throw. And he knocks in the first one. So Umana Reyer Venezia now 15 of 22 at the stripe. He breaks the second, but Thomas Ress the rebound. Now if they hurry up and take one. Nope, and Marquez Haynes just turns it over again to Willie Dean. And Willie Dean goes up. And nightmare fourth quarter for Marquez Haynes. One behind his back, just kind of lost it. And Willie Dean says, thank you very much, I'll take that. And drives in. So another timeout. No, excuse me, 74-67, their biggest lead of the game. And now you have to wonder, with Ventspils, this lead is very important for them heading into that second leg. Umana Reyer Venezia have not played well in the fourth quarter. We've talked about how they were an up and down team. Now 5 on the shot clock. Ramos for 3, misses pretty much everything. The offense, or the rebound, and Campbell does get it off in time, or does he not? Doesn't matter, he misses. So Ventspils trailed by as many as 8 points, but they have won it 74-67. Big win here for the team in Latvia. they've got to like their chances of moving into the round of 16, but they've got 40 hard minutes coming up in a couple of weeks in Venice. Well, folks, you just would not have believed this was possible a couple of weeks ago when they were getting thrashed at home by PAOK. But isn't sports an amazing thing? You get a couple of weeks off, clear the head, you get your head coach back, Wisnieks. You get an outstanding fourth quarter from Gulbis. You shoot it well at the free throw line as they did, 14 of 16, and really never, had any lapses in concentration, and I think that's important. They played the full 40 minutes. I'm not sure that Umana Reyer Venezia were fully concentrated. Nevertheless, as you look at the final stats, Venice lost despite shooting better than 50% inside the arc. They were out-rebounded slightly. Edgem did not play well in the fourth quarter for Umana Reyer Venezia. He fouled out, passed up a couple of open looks for three, and some costly turnovers from Umana Reyer Venezia. Edgem turned it over once, crucially, and then late Haynes dribbled behind his back and just had the ball taken away by Dean, who went in for the last two of his points, and he ended up as the game's leading scorer with 16. Look at that. 12 rebounds as well for Zakas. Zakas, double man tonight. Could be on the team of the week with that performance. Efficiency rating of 20. Gulbis had the 12 points. For my money, the player that won the game was Gulbis. He got hot at the right time when Ventspils made their move. He finished with 12 points. He had 7 rebounds. Gulbis. He was a perfect 4 of 4 at the charity stripe, and he was 2 of 3 from the arc. But Zakas, even though he took a smack in the head by Peric, ended up walking off the court with a very good line indeed. Zakas had the 10 points and 12 rebounds, and the efficiency rating of 13, not 20. They were plus 20 when he was on the court. So that's how it finishes, folks. As you look at some of the second half highlights here, fourth quarter, it was Ventspils outscoring their opponents from Italy tonight in the fourth quarter, 25-17. And overall in the second half, they outscored Venezia 44-34 here in the Olympic Center in Ventspils. So they've given themselves, I would suggest, a healthy advantage going into that second leg. And from my perspective, they are now the team to beat in this tie, but they will have to prove it on the road in Italy. Here's Gulbis. He was crucial. He brought the rain. Again, the three. He was smoking hot. And they were loving it. Campbell came in, played well. Bramos did a good job trying to keep his team in the game. Bramos finished with 11 points. He was 3 of 6 from deep. And Willie Dean also got into the flow of things. This was a crucial turnover here. That was a backbreaker right at the end. And you have to wonder about Haynes in his role tonight at the point guard, finishing with 5 turnovers and 4 assists. Not a good night at the office for him. So the final score, 74-67 in this playoff qualifier. It's Ventspils drawing first blood here at home against Umana Reyer Venezia. They'll do it again in a couple of weeks, folks, in Italy. The winner will advance to the round of 16 to face Sitigas Avellino. Of course, it's the aggregate scoreline winner that advances. That's it. Thanks for watching. More Basketball Champions League action coming your way tomorrow.